somebody that stands up for Americans all over this country because his son is that same Navy SEAL, the son of Karen. His son Aaron gave his all in combat for this country. Once again, a rousing Fort Lauderdale round of applause for a guy from Stewart. Here he is, Billy Vaughn.
Everything has been said that I can think of to say about Iran, but the thing is, folks, we know who Iran is. We've known who Iran is. The enemy is the government, the enemy of the citizen is the government of the United States of America. That is where we are being betrayed. Why does an enemy over there threaten us so much? It is because our government will not defend its citizens, will not defend its military, will not defend its police officers. A government that has been compromised so much it can no longer act on behalf of the American citizen or of its own military. A government led by a president who despises the American way and is quick to speak about that time after time. A government in Washington where the Supreme Court legislates from the bench. Two of the greatest curses on this country today, abortion and the attack on traditional marriage, not voted on by the legislative branch of this nation. A government where the legislative branch of this nation passes off its responsibility to the executive branch so they don't have to make the hard decisions. Listen, it's not just Democrats. It's not just the Marxists in the White House. It's the Republicans on the red side too. We are compromised. We are being deceived. We are being set up for a fall. Iran is the enemy, but the threat is inside our borders. When we have a president that says, this is a good war, this is the war we must fight, and sends troops under his command into battle, but is afraid to say, I don't know what victory looks like. I'm not comfortable with that word victory. A president that will do nothing but fight a half-butted air campaign against ISIS when only one air campaign in history has ever worked, and it was the air campaign that involved Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's the only kind of air campaign that will win. And by the way, a president then who had Americans' best interests at heart, because it would have cost millions of American lives to defeat Japan by taking the mainland. So we did what we had to do to preserve American lives. American lives first. American lives matter. Mr. Obama, America is better off when Mr. Obama is in Kenya. We are better off when he's in another country. America is better off when Congress is out of Washington, D.C. That's about all I got to say, folks. We must, listen, let me tell you something. 14 years ago, when we started this war on terror, if the jihadist masterminds had gotten together and asked for, this is our dream, this is what we would imagine 14 years from now, do you think they could have ever imagined what they have achieved today? No. $18 trillion of debt in America, 7,000 dead Americans, including our son. A Middle East turned upside down, a war won in Iraq and lost by this president, a war lost in Afghanistan. America less respected than we've ever been and hated more than we've ever been under this president. A president, I am so sick and tired of the apologies coming for America, our way of life, and for Western civilization that I can't hardly take it anymore. We don't need apologists. We need a strong man to stand before this world and say America first. If you want to be by our side and be our ally, you can trust us again. We don't have that now. We don't have that now. Anyway, we fought to a draw at best over there. At best, we fought to a draw after all of that. But that's not where the real war is. The real war by the jihadists is right here. And we are losing 700 to nothing here, folks. We haven't got the first base hit yet. And it's up to American citizens. It's not going to come from this government. You know as well as I do, on September 1st, 2001, bloated, bureaucratic government was unable to defend this republic against 3 attacks by Islamic jihadists. But in a 4th attack, quite possibly could have been the worst one of that day, it was thwarted by who? American, everyday American citizens, not out to fight a war, out to live their way of life, who gave their lives for people like us. American military has given their lives for people like us to defend here. What they have fought so much for over there, folks. And I know y'all are here. I know I'm talking to the choir, but we must stand and defend our republic and Western civil. Be proud and thankful of Western civilization.
Amen.
The world has never known anything like Western civilization. Thank y'all very much.